my thoughts. I shut it down wherever power is stored. Being real is in the past, watching cowards get on. It ain't kill me, so it's making me stronger. And these bite-sized rappers now sense
What the hell is going on, people? This is Periodic, and you see the title of the video. We are jumping back into a Dragonball Z Dokkan Battle Global in order to show you how to save, how to not waste, how to preserve, how to reserve, and hold on to, I'm running out of words, 9 Elder Kais. You don't have to waste them. We're, of course, talking about the newly Extreme Z Awakened Nappa. No, not the Nappa. My finger accidentally hit that. We're talking about the newly Extreme Z Awakened Trunks, Super Saiyan Trunks, who for a long time I could not pull to save my life. Like, this dude, I went years without having him. Years, going on a bunch of different banners trying to get him. And I finally was able to. So, and that only happened like 2 months ago or something like that. It's like actually ridiculous how recently it was that I got this dude. And now I have 2 dupes in him. So there you go. So I pulled 3 in like the past 2 months, which is pretty silly. But anyway, this guy does have an Extreme Z Awakening. He's phenomenal with his Extreme Z Awakening, but that's not why we're here. We are here to talk about how to increase his super attack from 1 to 10. Or from 1 to 10 without using Elder Kais or Dozy Kais for that matter, or Grand Kais, whatever you got. As you can see here, I already have him 2 out of 10 super attack. I'm actually going to show you real quick if we head over to the boy. Did we just go to Awaken? Yeah, we want to go to Training, and then we want to go to him, and then we grab the little training partners. And as you can see, I have 2 of them sitting here. All right. 100% Super Saiyan Trunks. Now, which character is this Super Saiyan Trunks? You're probably asking, dude, who's this guy? Well, as you can see on my left, I have one locked up who's level 140, so he's an Extreme Z Awakening himself. And this was a free-to-play character that goes from here. This is when he's his level 100, goes all the way up to TUR, and starts, if we go, I didn't want to do that. He starts all the way from this, well, not an SSR, an SR character, this young Trunks, this youth Trunks from before his adventure, time travel back into the past. This is when he first turned Super Saiyan regarding Gohan's death. And then it goes all the way to when he comes back and he just straight smashes the androids, which is really cool. It's called To a New Future, which is when he destroys the androids and he destroys Cell. So really, really cool. But he's actually not bad at level 140. I don't have his super attack all the way up, so that would change. But as you can see, defense 100%, attack 100% when facing 2 or fewer enemies, plus an additional 50% attack and great chance of performing a crit if he's facing an android. So that's a 50% chance to crit, which is not bad at all. Like, it's not terrible, you know what I mean? So pretty good. You wouldn't want to put him in any kind of SBR or World Tournament or any event where he's facing a lot of enemies, because then he just doesn't have any kind of attack boost, unless if they're an android, and then at that, it's only 50%. But when he's facing an android unit, very similarly to the Super Saiyan Vegeta, the intelligence one, who also guarantee crits when he's facing android. So for a free-to-play, this guy's not too shabby. Anyway, we're going to throw these 2 in here, and then we're going to go to the event that shows you how to do it. And I'm actually going to level them up straight up from SR all the way to UR, so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. But as you can see here, we're going to drop 2 more in here. It's going to get me up to 4. Boom. Perfect. Now, what I ended up doing was, if we take a look here and go to my character list, and we're going to go to SSR. So I already grinded a bunch of these Trunks down here, as you can see. I already got him 80 out of 80. Now, the way that you get this guy is you go into your, not your quests, you want to go into your story, your events. I'm still used to the Japanese one. And Fight Against Hope, or Fight Against Despair, Hope, is active right now. So this is the event that you're going to be doing everything in, okay? And you got 2 days to be able to grind this, so it is possible. Now, if we hit it right here and we scroll down, the Trunks comes from stage 5. And the drop rate is actually pretty good. You're going to get a decent amount of SRs off of this, especially if you use the boost feature. But what makes it, I don't want to say tricky, but what makes it not the best grind, because there's some easy grinds where the character drops at SSR, you can level them up to UR, and then boom, you get a 100% chance at the super tech. This one is a little bit different. You go to SR, you level them up to SSR, and then you level them up to level 100 using Awakening medals from this event. So if we take a look at it, let's just say you have your Gohans and you want to awaken one, okay? So you go to Awaken, you have to get 10 of the 17 medals, 10 of the 18 medals. Is it 10 or 8? I'm sorry, of the 18 medals, 10 of the Vegeta medals, 10 of the Cell medals, and 8 of the Gohan medals. Now, normally you'd be like, dude, that's way too many medals. Like, come on, that's silly. But to be honest, you're most likely going to get enough of the medals on each run. So, for example, doing level, 15 stamina, and doing the 17 event and 18 event, you're going to get enough medals for most likely both of them in one shot, and I'll explain that in a second. So actually, let's do that event real fast. So we're gonna go to event, boom, boom, and we're gonna go Z hard. We're not gonna use the boost effect here. The effect bonus chance is Future Saga. So let's go ahead and look for a Future Saga LR. Boom, we'll just use them. And as you can see here, I do not have who's the last Future LR? Maybe I'm not missing anybody. But yeah, this right here is 235%, and only one character is not an LR. So obviously the cap is 245%. I believe, is Vegito on the future category? I think he is. The LR Vegito. Yeah. He's got to be. He's got to be. And he starts at base form, so you'll actually be able to run him alongside of the normal Vegito. The LR Vegito, the free-to-play one. So that'll actually help out quite a bit because it'll give you, the extra percentage on there. And this event is probably going to be coming back very, very soon because a ton of the events are going to be going on during the 5-year anniversary. So you don't have to worry about it leaving in 2 days. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. So this fight is super, super simple. You're probably only going to have to run it once, like, one rotation for most of the characters that you have. The good thing is that there are a decent amount of free-to-play LRs on here. Like, you have the AGL Trunks and you have the Strength Vegito. So that's 2 LRs right there. So even if you don't have a bunch of other LRs, you're still probably going to be over 200%. Plus, there's a ton of free-to-play future characters. Well, I want to say a ton, but there's an okay amount. So, yeah, as you can see, one rotation, boom, done. Yeah, there's androids that are free-to-play that are future category and stuff like that. So it's not too terrible. But I think, do I want her to link up better? I mean, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Like, we're just going to absolutely roast this. But sometimes you just want to see big numbers, right? Almost 2 million attack on this Trunks here. Hit him with the crit. We're going to hit him with the crit, and we're going to hit him with the 3.5 million because we ain't playing around. Not today, boy. Not today. And hit him with the... Ooh, okay. All right, Goku Black. Yeah, so as you can see here, a bunch of Awakening medals, a bunch of them. And the reason why is on this stage, you get 17 and 18 together, both of their medals dropping. So that's why it's like, it's not too bad, right? This is the only stage that does that. Unfortunately, I would have liked if some of the other stages did it, but what can you do? Anyway, let's take a look and see what we got. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8... 17 medals and 2, 4, 6, 18 medals. So not too bad. Now, if we go back to Awaken and just go to one of the boys. Now let's go to the Vegeta. Again, he needs 10. We're going to jump in here real quick. Boom. And the majority of the time, you're going to be able to clear it. We're going to use him. You're going to be able to clear this and get 8 to 10 medals. So that's not bad, right? That's not bad at all, because for some of them you need 5 or you need 8, but so like every single run you're always going to be able to get enough medals. Some of the ones that you need 10, sometimes you'll get 10 on a run. Most of the time you'll get 8, not a problem. Once you run it twice, now like every single run that you do is obviously going to help you on the next one because you're going to eventually build up and and clear it out. So it's not that big of a deal, to be honest. Let's just do this, and then we'll do this right here. But yeah, these events, super simple. You can clear it with almost any single team, any single future units. As you can see, I have that intelligence future Mai in here, who's actually a really good support unit, in case you guys don't know. But there's a ton of different future characters that you can bring along and just easily beat this with. Like, you're never going to have an issue beating this event. No way in heck. And here we go. Free to play AGL Trunks, 670,000 damage, or 670,000 attack. We're going to do 670, taking 0 damage. Like, what was that? 62, 52? I don't even know. I can't count anymore because that's how little it was. And then we're going to crit this boy for 2.8 million. So events are very easy. As you can see, I believe we got 6 there, which was unfortunate because I would have loved to get 8. But what can you do? You gotta go by the, go by the rolls here. And boom. So there's 6. Again, that's enough because I already had excess from the last one. So now I'm at 14. And we're just going to keep rolling along and doing this. And for those of you who do not want to use up those Elder Kais, who do not want to use up those Grand Kais, who do not want to use up those SR Dozy Kais, then this is the way to go. Like, this is the way to go. Because at most, if you have any of the meat left over that refreshes your stamina, you can use that to grind this out to be able to get his super attack up. Now, unfortunately, I wanted to do the same thing with the golden freezes, because the golden freezes that currently have an Extreme Z Awakening right now in the game, the AGL one and the Intelligence one, who are fantastic, by the way, you're definitely going to want to Extreme Z Awaken those, so do not forget. They have a grind as well. Unfortunately, the grind is using the medals and the free-to-play Frieza from the movie Dragon Ball Super Broly movie event, and that event is not available at the moment. So the problem with that is you have to use keys, and I typically, if you're trying to do a grind on something, I don't like using keys. If you need to get like some awakening medals from like a Dokkan event or something like that, then keys are fine. Story events, if you're trying to get like one-off thing, then keys are fine. But if you're just straight up using keys on a potentially, I'm just going to use the boost here, on a potentially like bad drop rate, that, I don't know, I don't find those fun. I don't find those fun at all. The reason why I say this is because I used a few keys, and I think I did it like 3 times, and I didn't get a single Frieza drop. And that feels pretty bad when you're using, because it's 2 keys every single time. So I use 6 keys, and I just got training items. Like, that kind of sucks. That really does suck. So I'd rather just wait until that event comes back around, and then I could just use stamina instead of using those keys. Because, they don't give out those keys that often. And I'd rather save them for something else down the road. Especially, like I said, that particular event is very popular, so it does come back around quite a bit. If it's something like an Arale event, or, like an event that is never going to come back, then go ahead, use those keys. But for something like the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie event that's going to come back, you already know. Like, you might as well just hold on to the keys and wait until it comes back. Okay, so we did the boost. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. All right, very cool. And that was actually a new record. And so now we're going to go over to this boy. We got enough. We're going to awaken him into this little SSR form. Yep, that's the SSR. We're going to train him up real quick. I don't have enough characters, but all good. We're just going to use more items. Boom. And then we're going to awaken him. It requires all of this here. So you're going to want plenty of Giro's, what is that? Master Shen, I believe. Yeah, Master Shen, Kami's, who is that? The West Kai? Or is that? Yeah, West Kai. And then the Elder Kai there. The Awakening Medal, not the, obviously, Elder Kai, the Super Tech training item. Boom. So now he's UR, and now we can go to training, but not for him. We're going to go to TUR. We're going to go to this boy here. Boom. And now we have him at 5. And that is how you save your Elder Kais. It requires a little bit of stamina, a little bit of patience, but pays off in the end because you get to save these Elder Kais that I have. So let's go over to character list. Let's do this, and then let's go to SSRs. So I got these physical Grand Kais. I have no strength Kais. I got a bunch of intelligence Grand Kais and a decent amount of Elder Kais. I have only one Tech Grand Kai, and I have a few AGL Grand Kais, and obviously I have a bunch of Rosés in case I get the LR Rosé. But this allows me to save these dudes on LR super or LR super attack leveling up. For example, LR Vegito, which I'm planning on summoning and pulling. LR Gogeta, which I'm planning on summoning and pulling. LR Rose Goku Black, which I'm planning on summoning and pulling. LR Broly, Lemo and Chile, which I'm planning on summoning and pulling. So that allows me to save these for that 10 to 20 grind, where there's really no free-to-play way to grind that. I mean, certain characters that you can get, even when you put them up to TUR, it's only like a 1% to 5% chance. So doesn't make sense. If you're able to do a grind, you should do it and save the Kais for LRs. Either way, if you are planning on doing this grind, let me know in the comments below, or if you've already started it. I'm pretty sure this is the best method, but if you have a better method, please let me know. I do read all the comments. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, consider what you're doing with your life. Go ahead and gently rub that sub button. If you want to join the club and go even beyond into the biz cliz, then it is available to join as a member. You do get access to all the emotes, so you can spam that in the chat. And if you want access to all of the VODs of the streams, then you can go into the elite of elites, baby, and go ahead and join that membership. Don't forget to gingerly ring that bell button. Essentially, kiss the like button. As always, this is Periodic. See y'all in the next video.